So this is our train to Naples. I'm hoping it's the 185 mile an hour train. I don't know. What's this street named?
Via Mortella.
Via Mortella.
Like
okay.
The Street of the Dead, maybe?
So
it's gonna kill us.
So we were on this incredibly crowded bus.
In the exit well.
In the exit
on
well.
On the steps with one foot on one step and one foot
pinned
on the
against
other.
the door. And we got off here. And this is much better than being on the bus, even if we have to walk. And we're just walking down this little road that should connect us with our Airbnb. Yeah, we're getting close to the water.
The Isle of Capri in the distance.
Getting close. Got my suitcase. Backpack. It's only a couple more miles. Ooh, that's a good breeze. That's a lovely little place. Buongiorno. Grazie. Right. Now we're headed down to try out the water. A little swimming in the Mediterranean. Don't know how cold it is. Can't be colder than Puget Sound though.
Sure.
Go the right way. But we didn't ever have to use the key. Oh, here it is.
It was open, so we could open another gate.
Getting very close to the beach here.
Same key like this one.
No. Looks like a skeleton key. Alright. I don't know if the tide is out. I think I need to add some Mediterranean tide data to my tide app.
Mediterranean.
This is Massa Lubrense at sunset. We just got in this afternoon and we're looking for dinner. I know there are 3 restaurants over here. We're gonna try them out. Tripe trucks that we've seen all in the smaller towns in Italy. They're perfect for the situation. And a good grocery getter. It's a pretty old door. We're in a pedestrian, sometimes mini bike area of Massa Lubrense. Sometimes car. Wow. Well, we fit. The antique garden, lemon garden of Massa Lubrense. We're headed down the Via Roma. I think we got to where it's actually a little bit flat. This seems to be the center of town. This is downtown Massa Lubrense. I should say uptown because it's way up the hill from the coast. That's what happens when you don't drive properly. So now we're walking back down to our Airbnb. This works out pretty well. We walk uphill with nothing and then we walk downhill with groceries. What do we find here?
You have to come back with an empty bottle.
And refill your wine bottle for $1.
$3.
And here's the view walking back down to the Airbnb. Massa Lubrense. It's a beautiful garden up in there. Headed back past the lemon grove that we passed on the way up. That's what the plumber slash handyman drives in this little town. These are the private steps down to our Airbnb. Everything's uphill or downhill, nothing flat. And up these stairs we have a rooftop terrace with an amazing view.
Benvenuti.
Alright, I cut this thing open. Oh yeah, and it's from La Verde Fattoria del Monte Comune. So that's the green farm. And it's cheese, but it's got olives and peppers inside, and I think some salt. So it's pretty good.
We're gonna find out. Girl is
So this is the water dispenser at the port in Sorrento, and you can choose your type of water, fizzy or regular, and then it fills your water bottle. Kind of like a soda machine in the States.
And that's why Italians are thinner.
Yeah, we're in the harbor at Sorrento. There's a boat that goes to Capri. Everything's up on a cliff except for the port, basically. see they're backing up, dragging an anchor, and then drop the gangway. Here we are on the ferry. We're on the left-hand side of the ferry, so hopefully we'll be able to see the coast, the Almafi Coast, from right out this window. See what happens. Here's the view of Sorrento from the water. Small water taxi right there. Another shot of Massa, Lubrense. You can see our house from here. The ferry's not too full. Kind of a neat tower right here on the coast. I heard these towers, I think, were there to warn the people if slave ships were coming from North Africa to steal people from this coast. They would light a fire in the tower to let people know that they needed to run up into the hills. So here's another one of these lookout points, I believe. Not positive. The fender right here bouncing around. We have some very vocal passengers on behind us. Another lookout in that gap right there between the cliffs. And if you look about in the middle of the beach, you can see another one of those fortified lookout towers. So here's another very old watchtower just to the left and just a little bit above that white spot of houses in the middle of the screen. There's another guard tower just to the right of that white boat. Here we are in Positano. What did you get?
This is a granita di limone. It's like a frozen lemonade. Very refreshing for a hot day like this.
The water is so blue here. And we're coming back down into Positano. A little more Positano. Now we're coming into Almafi. And again, I see one of those towers up there, the watchtower. Bus heading from Almafi to Ravello. We're looking at the terraced hillside on the way to Ravello. That's what I would drive.
I totally would.
Maybe drive a little. Not ready? No listo? Oh. What's the forecast?
Well, I can see the marine there settling in. If you go across the street and catch the last of the sunset at dusk.
Pretty much everything was wheat based. We had breadsticks, pizza, pasta, and a giant sugar donut for dessert. Everything fresh baked. It was delicious. but I probably can't eat this way all the time. Mount Vesuvius back there, and we're just headed through Naples, and it can be a little rough on the regular train line. We just had someone at the last stop snatch a bag and then run away, and people held the train doors open so that the train would stop so that they could try to catch the guy, but I don't think they did. We're in Naples Centrale station waiting for our train. I think it's going to show up on these empty tracks here. These are all high-speed 185-mile-per-hour trains.
Per viaggiare su tutti I treni è obbligatorio indossare.
And this is way more comfortable than the other train. Here we are cruising along at 185 miles per hour. That's 300 kilometers per hour. It's interesting when you go through a tunnel like this, you have pressure on your ears, and then it goes away when you exit with someone.